Would you like to come on a little adventure with us? Within 2 miles of our office in Lymington, we've probably got upwards of 10 public chargers. So we're going to jump in, we're going to go for a little spin, and we're going to show you just how easy and simple the public charge network is to use. Right then, first stop, we've come a total of about a quarter of a mile from our office, and we are at the brand new Shell garage in Lymington. Here we've got Shell Recharge charger, which is 50 kilowatts, which this car can take. And as you'll see, this is a tethered charger, which means the plug is connected to the charger. You're not going to need the cable out of your boot for this one. So it's asking me to present card. So some of the chargers around here are contactless, some are with an app. Thankfully, everyone's going the contactless route now. So present card, it says processing, card accepted. So then we're going to take our charger, open the charge flap, and the cable's in. So here you can see on the screen, you are allowed to start charging. Charging is delayed until it's ready to go, preparing to charge, and charging. So, I mean, the whole process is probably less than a minute. Pulling up, using your contactless card, plugging it in, and we're off. All right, and then to stop your charger, you click stop on the screen and it asks you to tap your card again to confirm that you want to stop charging, and then your plug will be released from your charge port. Ooh, nearly died. And then plug your cable back in. Right, let's shoot off and find charger number 2, and we'll try and mix it up and find something different. Welcome to Lymington Slipway. We're just behind the yacht club, the Royal Lymington Yacht Club. We've gone about another 3/4 of a mile from our last charger, so this should show you just how many chargers are out there once you start looking. How you actually find these chargers, we'll come on to in another video. It's a very special app called Zap Map, so thank you Zap Map. Right, this charger is actually supplied by MER, M-E-R, and as you can see, there's no cable, so this is what we would call an untethered charger. So if you just whiz around the side here, all chargers have got instructions on how to use. So number 1, select the charger in the app. Number 2, connect the cable to the vehicle, and 3, connect the cable to the charger. So let's go through that now. So we'll open the MER app. It's found that we're near this charger on Bath Road, so we're going to click into that. Identify the code with the charger on the front charger here, so we're on 70. Click that on the app, and we're going to use the right hand plug. So on the app here it says right plug available to charge, so we're going to click that. Swipe this bar to start. So super simple on the app. Yes, you have to download the app and register, but once it's done, it's done. So if it's going to be your local charger, then it's only a simple setup. So one end in the car, one end into the charger. So now the app is showing that the car is connected, waiting for response, charging in progress. So again, once you've got the app set up, it really is a kind of 30-second process to get the car charging. Right, so to disconnect the car from this charger, you're into the app, swipe to stop, thinks about it for about a second, and then we're off. Simple as that. Cable back in the boot and you're on your jolly way. This particular charger is what we would call a 22 kilowatt AC charger. So unlike the last one we went to, which was 50 kilowatt, this is about half the speed. So typically you would find these in exactly the setting we're in now, public car park, rather than a service station on the side of a main road. Right, so if you have a quick look at that plug there, this is what we would call a Type 2 plug. So 95% of cars will come with a Type 2 connection, which you can see round here on the passenger side of the Peugeot. With the exception of a Nissan Leaf, most cars will come with a Type 2 connection. All our cars that we sell come with a charging cable, so make sure you've got Type 2 to Type 2, which you'll need for an untethered charger like this one. Alright, we're going to shoot around the corner to Lymington Ferry Terminal, because they've got a rapid charger there. Oh look, spoiling you with a nice view of Lymington River. And we're going to show you the difference between a CHAdeMO plug and a CCS plug. So we've travelled another half a mile, so we've done a total of about less than 2 miles from our office already, and we've got to 3 different chargers. I mean, there's loads that we could go to, but we've done 3 different chargers, and this is actually the 3rd different company. So this is one run by BP Pulse, and as you can see, the first charger that we went to had a CCS and a CHAdeMO plug. So CCS is rapid charging for most EVs that have rapid charging available. The CHAdeMO plug here is only really used now on a Nissan Leaf, both 50 kilowatts from this charger, so we'll top most cars up in less than 40 minutes. And then finally, a Type 2. So the cable that we got out the boot of the Peugeot for the last charger, this is exactly the same, except it's tethered to the charger, so you're not going to have to get your cable out of the boot for that. As you'll see on the screen, there's a guest rate and a member rate. So members obviously get a cheaper rate than if you were just to rock up and use contactless. So it may be worth registering if you know BP Pulse is going to be your local charger. So we're going to hit guest for now. We're going to accept 65p a kilowatt. For rapid charging, that's a very good rate. Pay with your card. And then once that's thought about what it's doing for a moment, we should be able to plug in. So your card has been accepted. I'm going to take the CCS out, into the car. That will lock itself in place. Now it's asking what charger type we would like to use. So we've just plugged in the CCS, which is the rapid charger. You may have heard that click to turn on. There we go, and charging. So the whole point of this exercise was to show you that there's a lot more chargers out there than you actually think there is. They're in almost every public car park now, and big kind of communal spaces like this. So people coming off the ferry or waiting for the ferry, and also the first charger that we got to was a brand new petrol station on a main road. So there's a lot more chargers out there. The other thing we wanted to show you is just how simple they are to use. So 90% of the chargers now are contactless. They used to be, back in the day, everyone had to download an app. You'd have 6 or 7 on your phone, but now you can just rock up, tap your contactless card, plug it in, and off you go. Right, we're going to stop the charge. Hit the stop button. Please prepare your card. Another quick tap. Welcome back. You were charged 39p. If only all chargers were that cheap. So just down this road on the left-hand side, there's another 4 chargers. And just behind Costa Coffee on the right hand side here is also another 4 chargers. So 8 on the high street at the moment. And I think that's actually, should we stop for a chai? Great idea. And back to base. So we've probably done almost 5 miles, but if we left here and drove in a straight line, we'd probably have done just over 2 miles. And in that 2 miles are 14 public chargers available for everyone to use. So relying on public charging, if that's a worry of yours, then don't let it be, because A, you're not really going to be relying on only public charging, and B, there's loads out there and they're super easy to use. So we're going to plug this in now, which essentially is the same as you guys plugging in at home or at work. So that will cater for 90% of the time, and then if we need to use a public charge network, we now know that it's out there and super simple.